Now we're talking. A little bit of snow. Keep it coming. A little bit of snow. Doing the snow dance. Keep it piling up. Cuckoo. Things we do when we're bored.
Hold on. Let's investigate. What's wrong with that? First track of the year?
Doe here, a little small one.
Oh, that's a nice track.
Buck and a doe.
Hey, good eyes, man.
Probably a 180-pound doe.
Yep. Just because there ain't snow doesn't mean you can't look for tracks.
Well, it's nice to know that there's deer there. Always check that little sand along the side of the road in places, you know, and you might come across something that, you know, an area where there's a deer kicking around on a section of road. This is regular highway right here. Coming out of there. That's a nice track. That is a really nice track. Good luck.
Good luck. Good luck.
Good luck.
Find some good woods today, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, actual trees. Not just straight brush. There's a lot of nice buck track coming in here.
Yeah.
On the road, so. And almost all of them are going that way too.
Up on that ridge up top in the background.
They were going up in this side of the road.
Good morning, everybody. Dad and I are hunting together for the first time this year. Yeah, I think it's gonna be good. New area, new year, new day.
Hardly any people traffic. Like
No, almost no truck traffic, yeah.
And not much logger traffic.
No. Look at that, there's actually trees here. Can't believe it. The leaves are wet, sticks are wet, so it's gonna be quiet walking. Not much for wind, so we'll have to just kind of slowly chug along, and we probably...
It's kind of cold and damp.
It is. I think they're gonna be on their feet this morning, but the next 3 days are supposed to be predicted to be the best. I don't know if any of that stuff works, but... Alright guys, another fun day in the woods. If you like these videos, give them a thumbs up. It helps the channel out a lot. We really appreciate it. And we'll do our best to show you some more deer today.
Point them out.
Point them out?
Shoot them.
Hey, that's how you and I normally do it. Dad, right there. Pow! Dad and I found a nice buck track because the ground is starting to dry, but underneath is wet. When the buck walks, you can see his track. It's dead quiet, not a stitch of breeze, and it's really quiet walking. So normally bare ground tracking isn't that good of an idea, just because one, it's really hard to see the track and you have to spend a lot of time with your head down. This is one of those scenarios when two people actually helps out. It's not like our scent's moving around that much. It's quiet walking, and one person can spend time seeing if, you know, we're going in the right direction or not, and keep an eye on the track, while the other one looks for deer, especially in thick woods like this. Now, we're not really too concerned with actually catching this buck, but if he's going in a certain direction, we want to know where he's going and why. He might lead us to a good feeding area or a good bedding habitat, so maybe we'll learn something today by tracking this buck.
The tough part is too, like, you can't confirm you're on the same deer. Like if you hit a hard spot and you can't see the track for spot, and you say you go 30 yards or 40 yards and then you pick it up again, it might not be the same one.
Right.
Like it's really tough to know. And if you had blood, you could say, oh yeah, this is the one.
Oh yeah.
Right, but like we don't have that. So.
But We're not really concerned with tracking down an individual buck. We just want to know where the deer are going and where they're at.
Plus what it'll lead us to. You know, it'll
Right.
lead us in a general direction of where you'd want to travel through that area, which is probably where other deer would go to. So it is like listen to your ears ring silent. Yeah, it's rough. But the calling should be good. These are the kind of mornings where I've grunted right up to one. This is when it would work. Another little thing on these super silent days, especially in an area that doesn't have too many deer, if you're calling and waiting 10-15 minutes and then move 150 yards and call and wait another 10-15 minutes, you're going to play a lot more roadhouses and you're going to meet hopefully a deer that wants to come, and at least you'll find an audience, a better chance of finding an audience by moving and calling and moving and calling and mixing the sound that you make and the movement. They're way more likely to come. It's worth a try. I mean, most of the time when you're calling, you're playing to an empty house. There's no deer there that are willing to listen and come, right? You have one thing with a deer that'll stay there and listen to you. It's another thing to get a deer that's interested and he wants to come to you. So you got to play in a lot of houses before you get some applause, right? So you just got to keep trying, and at least you're increasing your odds of a deer hearing you by the end of the day. You know, you've got a chance that at least 1 or 2 deer heard you, and they've got a chance to come. Otherwise, you may just sit in one spot and there's just nothing local and the deer aren't moving, and they're sitting there all day long and you sit in the same spot and nothing happens, and there goes your whole day and you didn't see anything. So like at least calling and walking and going easy, especially near bedding areas, you got a chance. Another little trick that I always try and do when I'm walking, we're just going up this giant hillside, we're making our way up, and like you have to decide where to walk through the woods, and you could literally see a deer in any direction, and we have visibility 75 yards, 100 yards in some places. But if you have to pick a spot to walk up a hill, I always like that. See how I have this like one lane right here? The shooting lane up through the woods. I stay like in the lane as I'm walking up through. So if there's something on either side and it runs and it comes out into that lane, I'll at least, number one, see what it is for a deer. You can identify what, whether it's a buck or doe or whatever. And also too, it may come into that lane and stop, or you can holler to it and stop it right there. Grunt at it and it stops in the lane. I like to keep shooting lanes all the time. I have that in mind all the time when I'm walking. I want to keep some place where I can look farther up. I don't know how many times I've had a deer and it ran, came into the shooting lane, went right up the shooting lane, stopped, looked back. That's worked a million times. So always keep yourself some spot where visibility is real good, and I'll just try and shift from shooting lane to shooting lane to shooting lane going up the hill.
It's snowing. It's coming. Yeah! It's snowing. Look at it snow! Old Jimmy must have been sick of stomping around without snow. The Wizard of Blizzard made it happen.
They didn't even forecast this.
There's no snow forecast.
They're talking about sunny and 45. Opposite.
Now we're talking. A little bit of snow. Keep it coming. A little bit of snow. Doing the snow dance. Keep it piling up. Cuckoo. Things we do when we're bored. But things are starting to turn a little white. Good news! Like these videos. Like and subscribe. Good luck, everyone.
Well, hunting in a new spot today. Haven't been up here before. Dad's been up here a couple times, and he used to come up quite a bit a while back. But finally getting some flurries, and I'm gonna check out this little bump up here at the height of the land. Nice short little walk, but it's gonna be kind of like it was yesterday. Just hope you bump into something. But at least they had some snow up here last night. Looks like when we were at the height of the land, there was some still left, just a dusting. So that'll make the walking a little quieter, which is good. So yeah, I'm just gonna go poke around and just kind of go nice and easy and hope I step into something. But we'll see. We've seen a lot of deer sign this morning, a lot of tracks in the road, which is better than what we were seeing the last 2 days. So there are deer around here, at least they were. So it's a better sign. You gotta be where the deer are. So I'm gonna walk out this little ATV trail and see if I can stir anything up. At least go for a walk. Keep you posted.
Come here.
Don't tell me it's a horn.
Yep. You lose. Potato.
Did I actually step over it?
No. It's not a good one.
It's in the middle of it.
It's not a good one, but it's a horn. Go ahead and pull my horn out. Oh.
3-pointer.
That ain't bad. That's not a bad horn.
Walked right by that bugger.
Yeah.
Well, I don't feel another one here.
No, there isn't one, I don't think. It's a nice little antler. It's really green. If it was a little nicer, I might keep it, but I'm not going to keep that thing. We can hang it up.
Yeah, because Cocoa Pot's going to stop by when you explain to him.
Oh yeah, Jimmy, I'm going to leave this antler by the spruce tree. So that way, you know where to find it.
Right over here?
Yep, around that broken one. There you go, it's the antler.
Near the broken branch.
By the spruce tree.
By the spruce tree.
Alright, Beeve. 1-0. Step up your game.
Forgot.
Oh, yeah. I just got the finger by the Boston Red Sox. Why don't you get some real gloves?
I think these are Beeve's leftovers.
Probably.
You have to run to keep up with this guy. Hi, Beeve. If you feel like someone's watching you, they are. He caught me. I shouldn't have moved. He turned around and watched his back step.
Mighty fine day, eh, dude? He was filming me. I didn't even know he was behind me. If I was a deer, I'd be dead.
A long time ago.
Did you do a snow dance? Well, I think me and Coco are gonna mosey on down this trail, the bunny trail, and it does level out and maybe get a good view and see what's going on around here. But hard telling out some actual snow long enough for them to actually walk on it. But there have been deer tracks. I've been finding some deer manure here and there, and did see one really old rub, probably a year, maybe 2 old. So that's kind of moot at that one. But
A little old.
a little old. Yep. So we're gonna walk down and see what we can find, and
Yep.
we'll keep you posted. And we'll be doing the snow dance the whole way, trying to get this thing going again. All you can do is what you can do.
Did you get a look at the first one? Second one's definitely bald. Bald, pretty big deer.
It's not the smallest bed in the world, but yeah, I think it was a donut for him. We're seeing deer.
Well, Jimmy, we'll be fine.
Look at that bed. That's a big buck.
That thing's massive.
Look at how big that bed is.
Oh yeah, he's a big boy. Kind of hard to tell on the camera. But you can see all the leaves right in here are all flattened out, kind of a cup shape.
Both front shoulders are right there.
His front elbows.
Yeah, he was watching this area.
Yep.
We didn't jump him, but
No, there's snow in his bed, and we've been here since it started snowing. So
definitely a good buck.
oh yeah, he's a nice one. You can go 180, 200. Hard to tell in the leaves his exact size, but
If he didn't move, it's a good buck.
yep. Well, that's the best sign we've seen so far. That's a nice one.
There's tracks in here. There's leaves.
Yep. There's,
No horn hookings or nothing yet, but
nope.
that don't mean nothing unless you following a buck. You
Right.
might not see him.
Well, we got about half mile or so. Walk back to rig. We're just taking our time, going nice and easy. The terrain's leveling out a little bit, so it's not quite a 12-12 pitch anymore. So we can walk without
Down
too
to
much
fly
trouble.
12.
Well, we just popped out of the woods. Boys are here to pick us up. End of the day. Other than those couple moose, throwing a fawn, and flushed a grouse. Learned a little bit. Woods got more deer sign than we've seen so far. Well, we had snow today.
Yeah.
That was alright. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hit that like button if you like this video. Subscribe if you haven't already, and we will see you real soon.
Tomorrow should be a good day. With any luck, we're gonna have about that much snow. See ya.